What's good? It's Bones. I'm finally here. My laptop mic clearly didn't want to work, so we had to get another laptop. And let's get into my top 30.
Don't you ever leave beside of me, and definitely not probably, and honestly I'm down like the economy.
You did just hear Lil Wayne verse, and yes, I am a Lil Wayne hater, but that verse, I will give him credit for that, but he's still shit. Okay, now to my honorable mention. This is not in order. Marcus Camby, great defender, rebound just amazing. Like, he rebounds so good. He scores. Like, he's not a scorer, but he scores. He's averaging 8, 11, and 3. He had some games where he had like 17 rebounds, and like I remember 2 years ago it was like 23 rebounds and shit like that. You know, like I like guys that just they can do more than just score. David Lee, he's a double-double every game, very consistent, but he's just on a garbage team. They're catching on fire right now, but they started off terrible. And I think he should take more of a leadership role and take more shots. He's averaging 18, 10, and 3. I think he could be a 2012 player possibly. Brooke Lopez, amazing numbers on a garbage team. 19, 10, and 2. Like, those are amazing stats, just on a really shit team. Like, you only got 2 wins right now. Like, come on. I had more wins than that on my grade 11 team, and we only played 15 games. So I don't think you're going to get more wins than I am in 82 games. Like, your team caught on fire with that 1-game winning streak, but after that, you guys lost to Golden State. The Knicks said that they're not going to lose to you, and they didn't. Like, that can't be happening. This is NBA. Like, you guys are talented. I mean, you got one player with the swine flu, but, you know, besides that, like, you guys are NBA players. You guys should be winning more than just 2 games out of 20. Rajon Rondo, near triple-double numbers every game. Like, I remember last time he had 0 points in the third, up till the third quarter. Fourth quarter, this guy scored 11. Or, like, 12, I don't know, something like that. Averages 11, 4, and 9. He's a good defender, just needs to work on that jump shot. Al Harrington, solid stats, 27 and 2. He has the quietest 20-point games in the league. He doesn't force, he's really smooth, he just does exactly what's required, doesn't talk. You know, he's a quiet guy, just does his game. Lets the game speak for itself. Trevor Ariza, you're on a very good team. Everyone's stepping up on that team. There's no franchise player, but he is assuming the franchise player role. There's no stars on that team. Louis Scola, Carl Landry, Aaron Brooks, so on. No Ron Artest, no T-Mac, no Yao. So I give him credit for that. 18, 5, and 4. Those are solid stats. Does a little bit of everything. Ray Allen, he's simply on. He's averaging 16, 3, and 3, but he's simply on just because any given day he'll drop 30 on your ass. He'll drop 40. And that's my honorable mention, so now into the top 30. Okay, my 30th pick was Monte Ellis. He's very productive, good stats, but just too many turnovers. Like, you can't have a game 25 points and like 10 assists and then like 13 turnovers. Like, I can't. As a point guard, coming from point guard's view, like, I just can't put you into the top 15. But your stats are good. 24, 5, and 3, but you're on one of the shittiest teams in the league. And you should be scoring a lot more considering you're on Golden State. 29th pick, Gilbert Arenas. You're not as productive as you were last season, or I mean the last time you were playing. I think he's still recovering. Sometimes he forces, sometimes he puts up some pretty bad shots, but he needs to create more for his teammates. He's a point guard, but right now he's playing like a scoring guard. So he needs to make up his mind what he wants to be. He needs to take more of a leadership role, and too many turnovers. Right now he's averaging 24 and 7, so I can respect that. At least he made the top 30, right? Okay, my 28th pick, Tyreek Evans on Sacramento. Some of you guys may not even know who he is. He takes on a leadership role, and he's a rookie. And he's very productive, 25 and 5, coming from a rookie. He's a mismatch on a lot of guards. He's a scoring guard to me. But he's also averaging 5 assists, and he's not turning over the ball as much. So that's why he's above Gilbert Arenas, and he doesn't settle that much. I watched a couple of his games. He goes straight to the rack. He has some big takes, and he's a big guy too. He's a mismatch for a lot of other point guards in the league. My 27th pick, Vince Carter. He's the one guy I'm not really looking at stats. He's only averaging 19, 5, and 3. That's not a lot. But you have to realize on any given day he will go off. Like, he will bust your ass. Like, he'll just shoot at such a high percentage. He takes good shots. He's so smooth, so athletic. He still gets up there. Like, in the summer, I don't know if you guys saw the alumni game for UNC. This guy did the windmill off the lob. Raymond Felton threw him a lob. He did a windmill. Like, he's like 36, and he's still doing that kind of. Okay, he's not 36, but he's still pretty athletic, so he can still go off. My 26th pick is Josh Smith. He has amazing defense. He's a well-rounded player. He makes really good plays. I have no problem with his defense whatsoever. He doesn't reach. He doesn't foul that much. But right now, this season, he's just settling a little too much. For a guy with his athleticism, he should be taking it straight to the rack. He should be driving. He settles way too much for jumpers. I watched this game last night against Chicago. Like, you shouldn't be shooting that many threes or that many field goals. You should go straight to the rack, especially with the guy who was it on him. I think like John Salmons or like, I don't even know, Brad Miller, Luol Deng. Come on, he can take any of those guys any given day. 16, 9, and 4, that's his stats. I didn't include his defensive stats, but you guys already know he's a well-rounded player. Steals, blocks, that's all him. He's the guy that on a fast break, he doesn't give up. So I can respect his hustle. My 25th pick is Derrick Rose, and he's actually been very, not inconsistent, I don't know if that's the right word, but he's been in a slump as of late. He's an unselfish guy. He needs to improve his three-pointer. He's a well-rounded player. He's really smooth. I love his game. But he's only averaging 16 points, 3 rebounds, and 6 assists. That's very low for a guy who I wanted to see on the All-Star team. Like, that's a highlight reel player. His crossover is ridiculous. He has some serious bounce. Like, he'll poster a man any day, but he just needs to get out of his slump. My 24th pick is Pau Gasol. He's a mismatch on anybody. He's so long, lanky, easy baskets, everything. He doesn't even need to get off the ground. He's a good defender. He just makes shit happen. Like, as soon as he came back from his injury, LA is doing perfect. 18, 10, and 4, that's really good. I think he should be rebounding a bit better, and not even better, a bit more for his size. My 23rd pick is Andre Iguodala. The reason why he's so low, he could have been higher if his team record was better, but he's so athletic. Overall stats, like, he has well-rounded stats. He's like a better Josh Smith. He's really powerful. He's a great defender, but he should be taking a bigger leadership role in that team. I don't think he's doing that. He needs to be more vocal with his team and, like, set an example for the other guys that they need to bust their ass as much as he is, because he's putting up some good stats. My 22nd pick is Gerald Wallace. Amazing stats. He's really athletic. Good defense, just on a shitty-ass team. But him also, just like Andre Iguodala, should be taking a bigger leadership role, and he shoots a high free throw percentage. Like, I checked his game logs for the whole season. He's a really good free throw shooter. He's averaging 16, 12, and 2, and as of yesterday, he was the league leader in rebounds, and I love guys that can do more than just score. My 21st pick is Anton Jameson of the Washington Wizards, and I love the way he plays. He's so versatile. Like, it's so hard to guard him. He's really productive, doesn't force, he's smooth, he's a shooter. He, in my opinion, should be the captain. Gilbert Arenas, I'm just not feeling you this year. The last time you played, you were clutch as hell, but this year, Anton Jameson, you need to go to work, because you're a mismatch for anybody. 29 and 1, he needs to up his assist, because I know he can pass, he has good court vision, but he's just so versatile. I have to put him number 21. My 30 to 21 video. Check back on Monday for 20 to 11. Feel free to comment. We're just trying to create some discussion. So if you disagree, agree, just comment. Let us know. We check our inboxes, so feel free to message us. And have a nice day.